All right, so for section 3.6, what I would like us to do is on your gold sheet, I would like you to add this. On Wednesday, I talked about the negation of an if and then statement. So it kind of goes along with these two because these talk about negation too, De Morgan's law, which I'll talk about in just a moment. It has a very fancy name. De Morgan, he was a mathematician in the early 1900s who actually came up with this formula, proved it, and now we just call this. But all three of these, this, and this, deal with writing negation, when you want to negate something. So for negation of an if and then statement, if P then Q, the way to change it, to negate it, you say P and not Q. So let's just do a simple example of this. So someone give me a simple if and then. Let's keep it nice and light, something that is kind of easy to work with. If then. Any takers, any volunteers? If, thanks, I'm hungry, then I eat food. Okay, so that's an if and then statement. Based on what I just talked about, how would we negate that? How do you negate this? So if I'm hungry, then I eat food. Just logically tell me, how would you negate that? Just like in plain English language. The inclination is to say if I'm not hungry, then I don't eat food. However, for an if and then statement, here's how it's going to work. I'm hungry. That's the P. And what do we have to do with Q? We have to negate it. So we would say, I don't eat food. That's a negation of an if and then statement. Remember my example of promising to you, and that actually, we can make that be actually a valid thing. If you all get A's on the test, then what did I promise? Donuts. Then I bring you donuts. Okay? So how would we negate that? You all get A's based on this. You all get A's on the test. That actually happened. And what do? I don't bring you donuts. Okay? That is what would negate the if and then statement. So one thing you have to have memorized, if you have a conditional, if and then P, if P then Q, you negate it as an end statement. Okay? Now, here's another thing that I want you guys to listen to. I'm going to explain De Morgan's law because really there's not much to it besides remembering this formula. Okay? How do you negate an end statement? That's what the symbol right here means. This negation and then the parentheses. So let's pick a simple end statement. It is Friday and I am happy. How would we negate that? Think about So what would negate that? It is Friday and I am happy. So what could be some possible ways that that's actually not true? It is not Friday. Or I'm not happy. Not both, because it could be it is not Friday and I'm not happy. But the way the Morgan's law works is you actually change an end statement to an or, and you negate both. So for my statement, we would say it is not Friday or I am not happy. Because for an or statement, one has to be true or the other true and false, and then the whole thing is true. Let's try this way. An or statement. Give me an or statement, something simple with an or. Andy, try one. Anything. Keep it simple. These are tricky, right? On the spot. Anything. I will go to an ice cream store. I was actually thinking ice cream too. I will go get ice cream, or I will go to McDonald's. How would you negate that? Mm-hmm. So then you would say, I don't go to the ice cream store and I don't go to McDonald's. The idea is that an or statement, you negate both and it switches into and. Questions? So what I would like you guys to do, using this, this, and this, you have books on your table, and if you're at home watching this, or if you're watching this again and you want to try the same problems, I posted the image of the book problems in the Schoology folder. So there's pictures of the book problems. What I would like you guys to do before I continue, because I'm also going to teach you one more thing, but I want you to actually try this. Write a negation of a conditional, and then use this for the and the or statements, and here are the problems. Page 162, number 2, 3, 7, 11, 14, 15, 18. So you're doing this right now. There's a picture of it on Schoology in the logic folder, or you have the books on your table. So I'll give you about 10 minutes and then we'll check answers.